everyone. Alright, so I am waiting for my fiance to get out of his appointment again, and so I figured now was as good a time as any to give you all my Saxenda update for week 6. I think this is week 6 now. Anyways, it's gonna be really awkward me holding my phone to film today because unfortunately I do not have a pop socket anymore. I lost it at my Tron cast preview last week, unfortunately, so it's really weird trying to hold this phone this way right now. So I apologize if it's a little shakier even than usual. But hopefully we find one soon. If not, I'm gonna have to buy a new pop socket, which is fine. I need one anyways. And anyways, so yeah, this is my update for week 6 of my Saxenda journey. Now, I have been on the highest dosage, the 3 milligrams, for 2 weeks now. Now, I had hit a stall last week. So my first week on 3 milligrams, I did not lose any weight. But I had some better luck this time, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So, per usual, if you're new here, I have a week-by-week update that I do on my Saxenda journey. Saxenda is a medication I started that helps me a bit with my appetite and aids me in my weight loss and getting a bit healthier. And so each week I cover any side effects I've seen, any changes, and of course the weight loss. So I'm gonna double check. I always mark on my phone like my check-ins, my weight loss and everything, so give me a second. I'm just gonna check in on that. All right, so first I'm gonna start off with the side effects and anything else that I've seen over the past week. Now, luckily for the past week, not much has really changed. I have not been any more like sicky than usual or anything like that. I still do get off and on heartburn. Last night was one of those nights. And I have to keep like Tums on my end table, my bedside table, just so that I can reach in the middle of the night and take some if I need them. But that is purely related to, whatever I've been eating. And unfortunately, my omeprazole that I've been taking for a long time now, which is kind of like, I think it's generic Prilosec. Is that what omeprazole is? I think so. Anyways, that has been controlling my heartburn for many, many, many years now, and I haven't had any heartburn issues since I started it. Unfortunately, now with the Saxenda, I do see an increase in my heartburn, and even when I don't have heartburn, if I don't eat the right things, and it doesn't necessarily mean I'm eating anything like super bad or anything like that, but yeah, if I have a couple more snacks than usual, or anything not necessarily fried, like I had chicken nuggets, those give me heartburn. I've realized that now. But yeah, it does just make me more prone to getting that heartburn again, when before I could pretty much eat whatever and the omeprazole kept that from happening, but it's no longer the case, unfortunately. But yeah, that's been the big thing, is definitely the heartburn. I haven't really had any other issues other than, it's not an issue. My appetite's still not huge. Excuse me. I do have a little more, like a few more cravings now than I have earlier on in this journey, for sure. But the good thing is now that I'm not finding myself punishing myself over eating something that maybe isn't as great to eat. It's just that, instead of eating and binging and eating a ton of that food, I can eat like a tiny bit and be okay. It's like, hey, I am craving some Starburst. I want to eat some Starburst candies right now. And it's not like I get one of those big sleeves and I'm eating the whole sleeve in one go. I can get like one of the little 2-packs that they have, like the 2 little Starbursts inside. And I'll eat 1 or 2 of those little things and I'm fine. That's it. That gets rid of the craving and I'm good to go. And for me, like, that is sustainable. It's not like before where I was doing all or nothing. Like, I could not eat anything that was sweet. I could not eat any like junk food at all, or else, I would fail. Now it's all in moderation, and I feel like that's way healthier. So obviously, the majority of the food I'm eating, I want to be eating something healthier. I want to be eating more proteins. and not a bunch of like carbs and sweets. But you know, that's just general like kind of healthy eating. But like I said, not punishing myself over any small snacks that I want to eat, and eating appropriate amounts of those snacks, and that is making all the difference for me. So I'm still really liking this. I feel like it's really helping me build like a healthy mindset around my food, where before it was like I had a very, very unhealthy mindset when it came to food. And so now it's helping me make these like healthier choices, and you know, really helping me like change my actual lifestyle. And I feel like those are the things I'll be able to take with me in the future, even if I'm not on, you know, the medication. And I feel like that's where a lot of people struggle, is that they'll start a medication like this. They think it's like the magic pill or the magic medication, and it's just going to fix everything. And they're going to lose a bunch of weight. And then the moment even if it works, the moment they stop the medication, they gain all their weight back or more than that. And it's because they don't have these healthy changes that have like stuck with them. And so I really like that this is really changing that for me. I am making better decisions and eating better portions and just fixing my relationship with food finally. So that's making me very happy. As far as the weight goes, this past week finally lost some weight again. Like I said, I was at a standstill the week before. Sorry, my car started making a very loud grumbling sound, and I had to see what was going on there. You'd never know. I've paid like $3,000 on this car very recently to try to fix it up. It's not doing too well again. Anyways, so this past week I have lost weight again. I had lost 2.7 pounds in the past week, which is so good. It's so good. And that puts my total weight loss at 15.8 pounds. 15.8 pounds. That is almost 16 pounds in 6 weeks. And holy cow, I am so excited. I am so excited. It feels so good. And every time I think like I'm not seeing the changes, like I'll look in the mirror, and you know, sometimes you really, even with, you know, 15 pounds lost, you really can't see it as much as you'd think. But the way my clothes are fitting me, like my pants aren't snug all over me anymore, like there's like actual room. Some of my shirts are fitting me better now. I find myself a little less tired now when I'm moving around. And you know, and then when I think of like, you know, 15 pounds, like carrying 15 pounds like in your arms, you definitely feel that, right? And I was carrying that around with me every second of every day, and I don't have that on me anymore. And so thinking of those types of things, that's huge for me. That makes all the difference. So I'm so happy that I'm finally, you know, heading in the right direction. So as of this morning, my weight is now 204.8, and I was originally over 220 pounds at the start of this journey with the Saxenda. So happy. I am staying on the Saxenda. I'm staying at the 3 milligrams as long as it's working, from the sounds of it. Although my doctor really does want to move me over to Wegovy. I think the plan, it kind of keeps changing up a little bit. But from the sounds of it right now, it's pretty much, you know, don't fix what's not broken. So if I'm still losing weight on the Saxenda with the 3 milligrams, we'll stay on the Saxenda with the 3 milligrams. If it's not quite as effective anymore, or I'm noticing any changes that I don't like with it, then we'll head over to the Wegovy, and the Wegovy should kind of keep me going in the right direction. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, just because this has been so good for me, and I don't really have like too many crazy bad side effects from this. And I've somehow been lucky not to have like the super nausea and vomiting, everything else that people say that they get with Saxenda. But I hear that an even higher percentage of people seem to have those side effects with the Wegovy. And so I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what if I go into that and it makes me so sick? I mean, I guess I can always come back to Saxenda if that does happen, right? So, I guess we'll see. Hold on. Somebody's calling me. Give me a second. Okay. It was just a spam call. Figures. Not popular anymore. But, anyways. Oh, I did want to be transparent about a really bad day I actually had this past week on Saxenda, and it's purely my fault. So, I had a morning where I decided, hey, Sarah, you're gonna go get an iced coffee, right? You're gonna go get a nice caramel iced coffee. Said it was 260 calories, and I was like, sure, that'll just replace my breakfast, right? Not good thinking, people. Don't do that. So I had this iced coffee. I had woken up a little later that day, and I had it around 11:30 or noon or something like that. I remember it took me 2 to 3 hours to actually finish this iced coffee. I cannot like chug drinks like that anymore, especially sweet drinks. Like no. But I was like sipping at this iced coffee, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, drinks kind of do the same thing as food when it comes to your stomach on this medication, at least for me. So I was very full after this coffee. Hunger gone. And I decided that this was the day I was going to go out and work my Uber Eats job. So I was out delivering all day, only having that one coffee. No food until I think it was like 5:30. Or I think it was around 5:30. No, somewhere between 4:30 and 5:30 in my shift that I was working. And man, did I regret it. I'm so ill. I got to the point where I still wasn't hungry, but I started getting like the shaky, like, hey, your body's telling you need actual nutrition. What are you doing, Sarah? And so I ended up stuck at a fast food place in their bathroom for like an hour and a half. Very, very sick, very nauseous. I was throwing up for a very long time in there, and it felt so bad. And then I felt even worse afterwards because obviously I was also dehydrated now. I will never do that again. Got home, decided like that's enough. I gotta stop delivering right now. Went home, took a rest, kept sipping my water, had like an electrolyte powder packet thingy I have that I add to my water sometimes. And finally ate a little bit of solid food. I had, oh gosh, what did I even have? I don't remember. I think it was deli meat. Yeah, I had snacked on some deli meat. And I felt so awful. I felt a little bit better after eating like a solid meal, but it showed the importance of, especially when you can't eat very much, like on this medication, of eating the right thing. Because yeah, I had this iced coffee, this big iced coffee. It was delicious, but I was full from that instead of food. And I couldn't eat on top of having that. And so, yeah, I may have had like a bad for you food. I may have had something that I shouldn't have had. I had probably more sugar than I should have had. I was still within my calories, but I was actually under my calories again because I couldn't eat normal food aside from having this coffee, and it made me so sick, and I learned very quickly why you should not do that. So that'll never happen again. Don't be like me. I know there's like memes everywhere about people who replace their meals with coffee, and don't do it. It's not a good idea. Oh my gosh, but that's what happens on this medication. If you replace your food knowing you only have so much that you can eat on this medication, if you eat the wrong thing and then you can't get some normal food in there that your body actually needs, you're gonna get sick. At least I did. So don't do that. And but that's it. That was like the worst thing that's happened to me so far on this medication, I think. And that was, like I said, my fault. Learned my lesson. But aside from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the update. The rest of the day today, I'm going to be doing some deliveries later on. Tomorrow is my fiance's birthday, and we're going to go get some Kura sushi, which is like the revolving conveyor belt sushi place that opened in Orlando. We're very excited. I will not be vlogging there, just because, excuse me, we're there for his birthday, and that's the last thing I want to do is be disrespectful, and I want to give him my attention on his birthday. But if it's as good as I think it's gonna be, we're gonna go back and vlog in the future, record that for everyone. But if not, I mean, there's a lot of cool videos out there of this place. They have little robots that bring you your drinks. It's really, really cute. But I'm very excited for that. And sushi is probably one of the better things that I can actually eat right now with the Saxenda. I don't need a whole lot of the tons of sauce and like excessive rice or anything. My plan is to get, more fish than anything. Keep a higher protein. For drinks, they have like iced green teas and stuff like that without any sugars added to them, which is cool. And I really like the regular like iced green teas. We went to another restaurant, oh my goodness, that had that one time, and it was wonderful. So yeah, I think that'll actually work out very, very well for me. I'm very excited for that. And I'll let you all know too in my next week update if I remember how that went, in case, because I don't think I've had raw fish since starting Saxenda. So technically it fits like what I'm looking for proteins and everything like that, and it's a healthier option. But your stomach can do weird things, and especially introducing raw food back into your stomach again, maybe when you've been on a medication like this. I'm not sure if that'll be like an issue, but I'll let you know, because I'm definitely going to try it. Anyways, so that's my update. I think this maybe was longer than usual because I keep going on tangents. But anyways, yeah, I hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy and happy. And if you want to see more videos like this one, like this video so I know you like this kind of video, and subscribe so that you don't miss my updates. Or if you want, go back and watch my other updates, because there's been 5 of them before this one, or technically there was 6 because I did a day 1 update too. And I also did recently, like I said, my Tron cast preview vlog. So that was the video I uploaded before this one. Excuse me. And so definitely go check that out as well if you're into Disney rides or curious about the experience. So anyways, I will see you all again pretty soon. Have a good one.